Hey everyone, Tankenstein here, and in this video I've got your gameplay for the M60 AMBT. This is a Rank 7 BR 9.7 tank that exists as a, well, regular but event vehicle for the American Ground Forces Tech Tree. And as you can see here, it is Rank 7 despite being a higher BR than all of these abominations. Now that said, this is pretty much the ultimate version of the M60, and it's got Turkey operating colors here, I guess, if you will. It operates under the Turkish flag, but again, it is in the US Tech Tree. Now this is a very interesting vehicle because it's 9.7 BR, and in theory it has a little bit better armor. I mean, this can stop heat a little bit. Same with this and the composite screens, as well as the metal grating here on the side, but it's really negligible. It doesn't have any composite armor, true composite armor. It doesn't have any ERA. Rather, this is pretty much just an M60 that is about 6.5 tons heavier than the A1 AOS. Now, the thing that really makes this special is that it is 9.7 BR and it has the KEW APF SDS that shoots through nearly 600 millimeters of armor, which is just absurd. At 9.7 BR, it shoots through that much, so it kind of makes up for the fact that it doesn't have much armor. This is a pretty quick vehicle. It's got over a 20-to-1 horsepower per ton weight ratio, and it also features a really interesting, though largely useless, 25 millimeter cannon up here on top, an HMG there rather, and also an LMG, of course, mounted coaxially somewhere in here. Now that said, let's get into some gameplay here. I'm sure you guys don't want to hear me jabbering on, but I am stoked to play this vehicle because it is just so weird, so rare, and costs around $240 on the marketplace currently. That said, let's get into it. So some interesting things about this vehicle as we kind of get into it. Now, as I said, I believe in the intro, the 25 millimeter cannon isn't also useful, and the reason being is because it has a substantial bullet drop off before the HMG and the LMG. So as you see here, or there, or rather there, the 20 millimeter cannon fell probably about 2/3 of the way, maybe even a little bit less compared to the HMG and the LMG. Now that kind of sucks because what's going to happen is if you want to take down aircraft, for example, like a helicopter, unless it's very close, you're probably not going to have any level of success with that. Now that said, I believe this has Gen 2 thermals. It could have Gen 3. The difference between Gen 2 and Gen 3 is negligible at best. So, ooh, that's bad. So let's try to take this guy out here. I'm going to try to shoot right through that cannon breach. Got the kill. This is bad, though. I think the other guy's there. Was there. Not too bad. But yes, I do have a video going over the difference between Gen 2 and Gen 3 thermals. Why am I just parked right here? I don't know why. But if you guys ever want to check that out, it's only like 1 minute and 47 seconds, I believe. So not all too bad, but really the only difference between Gen 2 and Gen 3 thermals is that I believe Gen 3 has a little bit more realistic contrast. That's it. And I mean, it's slightly higher resolution as well, but it's so minor that it doesn't really matter. I'm going to probably die as soon as I get through this. Wow, I didn't die. But I suspect there might be some people behind that. Let's hope not. Okay, I'm also kind of worried about here to the right. Got a kill, not too bad. 3 kills. Again, I mean, this thing, you point, shoot, and it kills. The KEW is just fantastic when it comes to armor pen, especially at 9.7. This thing is incredibly up-tierable. Oh, ooh, did I just hit someone? It's incredibly up-tierable, which is just very, very nice. Unfortunately, what happens is, I believe it's the commander that just died. If the commander dies, then you have no more use of the HMG, nor do you have use of that 25 millimeter cannon. And even though the 25 millimeter cannon at a range really is kind of a pain, you know, as you saw before, it destroys those tracks like no one's business. Okay, we have an enemy coming up. Coming up. Oh, that's bad. What? Dead time. Nice. I got lucky there, man. So, I think there's some enemies over here to the right. Maybe not, maybe not. Want to move up, but I'm so nervous about this. Ah, he got me. So, I might respawn Mike into the next match, but otherwise, not too bad. 4 kills, pretty quick. Each kill was a pen. Each shot was a pen. So, again, very, very powerful APF SDS. Let's get into it. This vehicle is one of those vehicles in War Thunder that you'll encounter that really, in my opinion, proves, or at least goes a long way towards proving, that BR sometimes does not matter. And as you can see, I mean, right through the front end of that Leopard 2, the 2A4 rather. So this thing can just do more or less what it wants. Its TE, or whatever it is, the KEW shell is just phenomenal. I mean, absolutely phenomenal. And I was looking at the M1 Abrams before, and that has at max like more than 200 millimeters less of max armor pen than this has, which is just incredible. I mean, incredible. It's 10.0 BR, and I get it. You know, of course, it does have better armor and actually usable armor, whereas this really, it's kind of usable. Like, you might be able to stop an occasional shell that maybe is at a high angle or something of that nature, but otherwise, I mean, the armor on this is not really usable. But in my opinion, does it really matter when you have this much armor pen, almost 1600 meter per second bullet or muzzle velocity? I mean, it's just phenomenal. Like, I can just do whatever I want versus these people, and they pretty much just deal with it. Is he gonna die? Ooh, that wasn't good. That was not good. I could say it again, actually. I might say it one more time. That was also not good. So that was one of the few instances where I did not get a kill. So not all too bad. But again, this is just one of those vehicles that just, in my opinion, is phenomenal. And I think one of the main reasons why it's BR is what it is. Ooh, that was ugly. One of the reasons why it's BR is what it is just simply because it has such a, I mean, it's just so rare. I mean, you don't see this vehicle anywhere. It's $240 currently on the marketplace, and it was awarded during a World War mode, which is, you know, no one plays World War mode anymore because Gaijin just doesn't host it, unfortunately. World War mode was just such a fun time, relatively speaking, and unfortunately it's no longer a thing. There we go. Oh, sweet mamma lamma jamma. Take out that other track. Oh, boom shakalaka, finally. There we go. We probably have someone else here. Yes, we do. Woo! Holy cow, that was close. So we got some other enemies over here. Let's see what we could do. I mean, thankfully, the reload on this is not all too bad, but it looks like we got some people over here. But where are... Oh, there he is. There he is. Right there. Just have to move up a little. Hopefully he doesn't see me. And he doesn't. Perfect shot. Right through the kisser. Assuming that's where tanks kiss. I don't actually know. I've never really given much thought as to how and where tanks kiss. But if there is a place, I would assume that is indeed the kisser. I'm gonna come up here and help. It looks like that's some sort of a puma, maybe. Hopefully not. Hopefully nothing too serious. Got a track right there. Okay, got an enemy kill assist. Clearly there's still someone over here. Does not make me feel good. I'm just gonna cap this, get another crew member, and continue on. So on one, I mean, I really should have just fired right through the side there. So on one hand, yes, I really want to say that this is an amazing vehicle, and it is in many ways. I mean, it's a really, really good vehicle, but it has its deficiencies. You know, of course, it has minimal armor. Those little armor plates there on the front, actually, they are spaced armor technically, and they do help to protect against heat FS, but that's really it. And I guess heat as well. But it's pretty minimal. You know, there's not really all too much. Those composite screens on the side, sure, they help. But again, it's minimal. It doesn't really help all too much, and is only going to stop heat FS at a severe angle. Much the same with the grates on the side, but even more so with those, on the side of the turret rather, more so with those even, you really have to... Ooh. Okay then. So he's sitting right behind that. I'm gonna shoot right here. Bad. Bad. The hell? But as I said, I mean, ultimately when it comes down to it, this vehicle, it's got very little armor. I mean, the grates on the side of the turret, they do nothing really. I mean, just functionally speaking. They just add a bit of weight to it. Unfortunately, because, I mean, one would think, maybe that can help with heat FS. Not really. I mean, unless it's a really low-powered heat FS, you're not really going to get much use out of it. But I'm not doing all too poorly. 5 kills, 1 assist, 1 base cap, and a death that I did not show you because I died immediately when I spawned in pretty much. So why would I show that? That would just make for bad gameplay. And to be fair, I'm not really helping my cause with this gameplay, but I like to think that it's at least decent. Not too bad. 6 kills. Getting kind of close to a nuke. I don't think I'm going to get it, but that'd be cool. I mean, if there's any vehicle that I would want to get a nuke in, well, I guess I would want to get a nuke in any vehicle, but I feel like this one would be pretty damn capable of doing it. Always nervous about crossing that barrier, because you never quite know who's on the other side. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, I was not expecting a kill. Not bad. But like I said, I mean, this thing, I am just getting kills with it. There's very little in the way of anything that can stop it properly at this BR. And even in higher BRs, I mean, like, this is a nasty, nasty shell. I mean, just ridiculously powerful to the point where I'm genuinely surprised that this thing is at this low of a BR just because of the shell. I mean, yeah, I get it, lack of armor, but damn, son, like, this is ridiculous. So, who knows? I might be able to get the nuke. I doubt it, but all I really need is, like, what, 1 or 2 more kills in this base cap? So, a bit of luck. Not gonna get it. Of course, we always have party poopers. Always have party poopers. But not too bad. 2,100 points, 7 kills, 1 assist, 1 zone cap. So that's going to be the end of this gameplay. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I mean, like I said, this is a really, really powerful vehicle, and the only reason why it's as low of a BR as it is, in my opinion, is simply because it is a, it's just a fairly rare vehicle. So it just really doesn't deserve to be at that low of a BR, and I just think that not enough people play it. I mean, it's kind of like any other very little played vehicle. There's just not enough data for Gaijin to want to change the BR or any sort of urgency to do so. But either way, thanks again, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. But I will see you all on the other side. Not a bad match. Take care, everyone.